Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Deb C, and place to be, it's Deb C. Boop, that's me. Boop, Deb C. Hey guys, and happy Saturday. I hope everybody is having a wonderful weekend and a great day, and I hope everybody had a great week last week. You did not get a video from me on, when was it? On Thursday or Friday. I know I didn't make one last night, and I don't think I made one on Thursday. I kind of just took a couple days off to just like, what is this hair doing? What is this hair doing? To just relax. Oh, it's just, she's not playing. She's like, girl, don't try and silence me. Okay, so I thought I would just take some time off, just relax. I thought that I would just get on here and do like a little catch up, just chit chat. I got myself some water. This is a little glass, what is it gonna say, holder, a glass like tumbler, tumbler, whatever, that my good friend Emily from Emily's Life on Wheels got me like a few years ago. And it has a wooden topper, like a wooden lid that has my name in cursive as well, but I just do it like this. Okay, so grab your water, grab whatever drink you want, and we're just gonna have like a little chit chat. Last week at work, it was good. I hit my goals like every day as far as like my production and everything goes. So everything was good with that. I have to tell you, working from home, I never thought I would like working from home just because I was always such a social person. But then the demic came. I don't know if we can call it what it was on YouTube. So I'm just gonna call it the PD. That's what I'm gonna call it, the PD. And since then I'm like, do I really want to be out around people? No, I don't. And then the way that the world is today, no, I don't. I really don't. So everything went well last week. Listen, I actually had to go out today, so I curled my hair. I don't think I did that bad of a job. I mean, I didn't do a great job, but it looks better than it did. And you can't tell, but I do have makeup on, and I'm not going to be buying it again. I'm so influenced by the TikTok shop. Like, people will be like, oh, look at this. Look how great this is. And then I just click, because it's so easy to just like click on the thing and then Apple Pay, and then I bought it. So there's this color changing. There's two different kinds of color changing makeup foundation. So there's one that's like $35, and I was like, I don't want to pay $35 for foundation, because didn't I just say that at the start of the year, is that thunder? So what was I saying? Oh, the TikTok shop. So there was two types of these color changing makeups. One was $35, and at the start of the year I was like, I'm going to under consume. I'm gonna use up what I have. But the makeup that I have, I don't know, it makes my face look I don't know if it looks cakey, and then I worry about looking like MAGA makeup. Like on TikTok, there's people that do like MAGA makeup, and it is never blended, and it always looks like the wrong shade. I'm terrible at picking the color shade for my face. As anybody can tell, I'm terrible at it. Like, I usually go too light. There was one time I went too dark, but I usually go too light, and then I end up looking like powder or somebody. I mean, so I didn't buy the $35 one. I bought the one that was cheaper. That was like $8. And I don't think it did anything. So there we go. However, I did notice last night my face was really red, and I had bought this makeup. No. I bought this, I think it's from Cetaphil, and it's like a nighttime moisturizer for redness prone skin. And I put it on, and it helped quite a bit. So I didn't use it this morning, which makes sense. So there's that. This is this. Um, I wanted to talk about also about motivational mornings. Motivational mornings, I love doing it, but I gotta be honest with everybody. Listen, and I don't usually talk politics or anything like that, but honestly, I think it would be fake for me to get up here and put a video out every morning where I'm like, everybody do your best and the world is great. It's a shit show right now. It's a shit show right now. I can't motivate myself and I'm supposed to motivate somebody else. So it's gonna come back, but it's not gonna come back as Motivational Monday. Cause like I said, I don't know who I can motivate, cause I can't even motivate myself, honestly. Because I'll wake up the morning and be like, okay, I'm gonna have a better mindset today. I'm gonna be more positive. And then I open up the paper. Yes, we do get the paper. My father, before he passed, he would read the paper, like the actual paper, but then he would also go online and read the paper. So we still get the paper. So I just then get myself out of a positive mood. And then by the end of the day, I'm like, oh, it's really not. So I'm going to bring something back in the mornings. It's not going to be motivational mornings. I'm thinking about maybe just having it be like, maybe like what's one good, maybe it'll be like one good thing. And we all share like one good thing that happened the day before. I think maybe that might be it. So there's that. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to get on here and be fake and phony and and pretend like, oh, that's so great. And I'm so happy with the world when I'm not, so that's just that. Also, listen, I was thinking about this. I was thinking that, tell me in the comments if this is something that you would enjoy, because I find myself when I'm watching like TV shows and especially movies at home that I will just talk out loud the entire time. This is the reason why I really shouldn't go to the movies with other people unless they also want to talk, and not super loud out loud, but like quietly whisper to each other. This is why I have to go by myself to a movie theater, or I have to watch movies at home. Because, movies at home, listen, I love the whole experience of going to a movie theater, but my bladder now is like, girl, you might want to stay home. Plus, I have Jack here. Plus, I can wear my pajamas. I mean, I could probably wear my pajamas out, but then I'd be the crazy old lady who wears her pajamas. Like, oh, here she comes again. Here comes Nana here comes Nana and her jammies. So what I tend to do is I'll usually just watch them at home and then talk. And it dawned on me when I was watching Amelia Perez, which I'm not going to recommend. Don't watch it unless you want to be like, what the fuck was that? That's what got me thinking. Maybe I should do something where I just have the camera on me and I'm watching the movie, but I'm making commentary. This is not something new, because there used to be a show on Bravo that I loved, and I wish they never would have taken it off. It was called People's Couch. And they would put the cameras on people who were watching shows, and they would make snarky, sarcastic, funny commentary about these TV shows. I loved it. I wish they would have never taken it off. That is an idea that I am tossing around, that I just put the camera on me and I talk about, and you just watch me watch a movie. I know that it sounds like, the fuck would I watch somebody watching a movie? Why wouldn't I just watch the movie? But I was cracking myself up. I was cracking myself up with Amelia Perez. So let me know in the comments if it's something that you would like to do, maybe that you would like for me to do. Maybe I might do it and see, like, just for one time and see if people think it's funny. So there's that. Speaking of TV, I'm going back and forth between a show that I want to watch. I either want to watch that show, I can't remember what it's called. It's on Netflix. It's with Robert De Niro is the president of the United States, and Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett is the vice president, right? That's what we need. And but see, at first, this one TV critic, local TV critic, was like, it's slow, don't bother. But then there's a lot of people on TikTok who are saying it's really good. So I either want to watch that or White Lotus. I did not watch the first 2 seasons of White Lotus. I don't know if you have to watch those to watch the third one. The reason why I want to watch White Lotus is because Piper, no, tsunami. That accent, I think that that one of the characters does, that Parker Posey does. I think I want to watch it just for that, to hear that. Plus, from what I understand, one of the guys in there gets like naked, and I think he's using a prosthetic. So, which reminds me of the one time I went to go see a movie because I wanted to see at the end, and it was Boogie Nights, and it was with Marky Mark. It was with Mark Wahlberg. And so me and a friend went because I just wanted to see the end, to see his wiener. And I did say wiener. And I was like, oh my God, it's such a long movie. And I fell asleep. And my friend at the end was like, come on, let's go. The movie's over. I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, did I miss it? She's like, it was at the very end. I was like, oh, damn it. And to this day, I still haven't seen that scene. So I don't know. I wish if you're going to do, if it's a guy and you're going to do a full frontal scene, be like Barry Keoghan and just let it fly. Let it hang. And that's another movie I didn't see, Saltburn. I didn't see that because, I don't know, I heard different parts that might freak me out, so I didn't watch it. But now I'm like, maybe I should have watched it, because why not? And same thing with The Substance. Like, I wanted to see The Substance, but then I heard that it's body dysphoria, and it's like, but some of the scenes are real, like, gross. So, and I'm like, well, I'm never going to see that. So the one movie I am thinking of renting, it's on Apple TV, and I think it's on Prime Video, but you have to rent it, but it's only like $6, is that movie The Apprentice, because I heard it's not complimentary at all. But I've heard I've heard phenomenally fantastic things about both Sebastian Stan and Jeremy Strong, especially Jeremy Strong. Like, a lot of people were like, he was robbed of the Best Supporting Actor Academy Award. Like, a lot of people were saying he should have won instead of Kieran Culkin, because people were like, Kieran Culkin's just playing himself in that movie. That's another movie I want to see, is A Real Pain. I want to see The Apprentice. I want to see A Real Pain. I saw Conclave. I might have said Cavalcade. I saw Conclave. What The Wild Robot was amazing. Was so good. What are the other ones I want to see? I think those might be the only ones. Maybe The Last Showgirl. Maybe. But those are the two that I want to see. What else? Oh. And then Hulu, there's a few things on Hulu that I want to watch, but I can't figure out why I can't log on. I might have to go to the desktop, like to the hulu.com to figure it out. Because there are some that I want to watch on there. I think there's one I want to watch that Fox Hollow Farms one. I want to watch, there's one about Oh, Frankie, you know, that asshole. Ugh. Frankie Paul, is that her? No. I don't know what I'm thinking of. That's on. But that leads me into this whole thing about family vloggers. So this is on Max. It's a 3-part documentary. It's called An Update on Our Family. It's about Micah and James Stauffer. Okay, so Micah and James Stauffer, it was this family vlogging channel. They no longer have the vlogging channel, the family vlogging channel, but he has like a car detailing, car cleanup, like Stauffer's Garage or something like that. So here's the deal. What she did was she has kids, and then she was like, I'm going to adopt. So she purposely was looking for a child from China, and she wanted a child with special needs. So they share their journey to getting this baby with all of their followers. They go over, they get the baby. As it turns out, the child's like 3 years old. The child's name is Huxley. And from what I understand, I remember this back when this happened, but I remember people like adoption advocates and people who work in adoption were like, they shouldn't be doing this. They should not be putting all this information out about this child before they get this child. So they go over, they get this child. This child is 3. And it was good because it was 3 parts. The first part, they talked about like what family vlogging is, but they also had this woman who was from China, and she was adopted, and she was a mother. She was starting a family. She was a fan of the Stauffer. She watched, and it was interesting to hear like her take on being adopted by an American family. So Huxley, they get this child. He's 3 years old. He was already in like this foster family it sounded wonderful. Like he would go to the zoo and they would go to the park, and it's the only family he knew. And then he's ripped from this family who loved him. And then he got on a plane, he went with people he doesn't know. And so as it turns out, Huxley's special needs were like, they said that there was more to it than they were led to believe, than they were told. So she doesn't, what was her name? Micah Stauffer. She was very, upfront and on video with him. And then eventually that stopped, where it was just like her husband was doing everything with him. And then after that is when they learned that his problems were more than they were told they were. So so she tries with him and everything. But then after that, you saw all these things where she made a video where she was like, I am not going to be spending, I'm not going to be spending $500 for my child to get speech therapy. We're going to go with the guy the person who's $70 a visit. Meanwhile, she's on this beach on a vacation. She has like a Cartier bracelet that cost, how much was it? This was like $1,000. Wait. Meanwhile, she spent $6,500 on a Cartier bracelet, but her son can't get the therapy he needs. What was it? Eventually, people were like, wait, what was it? There was one woman, Sophia Ross, and she's a digital culture writer. And people were noticing things like Huxley was wearing a thumb guard because he was sucking his thumb. And people were were mentioning that in the comments. And she was getting mad when people had questions about it. And then it's at this time, that she starts talking about like adopting other kids. And she asked her kids point blank, "Do you want me to adopt others?" And she's like, no. She was like, "Do you want other kids? Other siblings?" They were like, "No." And at this time, her brand deals were like just exploding. That's the thing that got me. Like with these family vloggers, the things that bring in the most money are like adoptions and births. The crazy thing is they'll go and they'll show you the whole birth, like a live birth. I wouldn't want that. I know that you're going to blur out the vagina. I don't want that. I don't want my bits all over the public, all over the interwebs. I don't want that. So, so eventually, after a while, people notice that Huxley isn't in the videos, and they're like, "Where's Huxley?" People are commenting, "Where's Huxley?" And these comments are getting deleted, and these followers that put the comments out there, they're being blocked. So like, what are they hiding? And the internet is great at picking up clues, because they noticed that where's his car seat? Like his car seat in their van is missing, and all his adoption videos are gone. So in part 3, she makes this weird Instagram video about what's going on. He was in the house for like 2.5 years. And then they end up making a video, all white and crying, saying he's not in the house anymore, saying Huxley is now with a family who can better handle his needs. And they're crying like they're the damn like they're the victims. Saying he had more needs that they were told about. But from what I remember, she wanted to adopt a child who had special needs. They rehomed this child. Like this was a dog. And then the crazy thing was they're like, "We're not going to share, but we don't want to share this. We don't want to share this is his experience. We don't want to share." Well, you were all about sharing it before, sharing every damn little thing. So this Sophia Ross, she tweeted about this. It's picked up by BuzzFeed. Everybody's questioning her about rehoming her child. And she was like, "Our doctor told us that we need to do this. We need to do this." And what doctor is going to tell you to rehome your kid? I would think that they would tell you the treatment that he would need to manage this, because he had autism, and what did they say? He had autism and ADHD, I think. So, so the internet is then going back and looking at videos and noticing just how she treats Huxley versus the others. Like, she would put him in timeout for wanting food. Like, your child's hungry, so you're gonna put him in timeout, or you gotta yell at him? Suddenly, companies are cutting ties with family, and somebody digs down a little bit more and finds a video that was taken down, and 20 seconds were cut from it, and then it was reloaded. Well, the footage that was cut was they were duct taping his thumb. And they're asking, "Where's Huxley?" There's all these conspiracy theories about, like, CA going on. And so the police came in, they conducted an investigation. There's no signs of abuse going on. They received, like, I think I said 35 death threats, which, let me tell you, I didn't think they were good people, but I would never throw out a death threat. I don't think anybody should ever do that. I just don't think anybody should ever do that. I'm just saying point blank. I don't, I mean, you can care about Huxley, but then there were also death threats on the other children. So don't be like, I care about this child, but these children, not so much, you know? So I don't know. And they talked to like a couple in Canada who had the same exact issue. They had the daughter they adopted, they weren't told about her medical, like her medical problems. And everything worked out for that, but then they adopted a son that didn't work out. You know, I mean, I understand what this woman's saying, and I understand what the woman was saying. We don't have the full picture about what was going on with Micah. What do I have here? We don't know the full picture. And people are mad that Micah's posting everything, but they get mad when she doesn't post. So it's like a thing of like, she's posting everything. You're mad she's posting everything, then she doesn't post, and you're mad she doesn't post. The crazy thing that I got from this whole thing was that there's laws for child actors, but there's no laws for these children of family vloggers. Children of family vlogging is terrible. Like, there was a time, well, I admit there was a time, yes, when I watched some family vloggers, but I'm going to tell you, putting children out on the internet is never good, because you don't listen. You get analytics and you can tell, like, you know, a lot of things about who's watching. You don't know everything, though. I mean, you don't know what kind of person is watching your video. So to put a child out there, no. Like, my brother was always like, if you're taking pictures, you can take pictures of the kids, but please don't put them online. And I was like, well, why not? But now I completely understand that. And on the flip side, I have someone in my family, I don't talk to them, and thank God I don't anymore. But she was a nanny, and she would put like pictures of the kids that she was a nanny for, like, on Facebook. I mean, the mother was probably okay with that, but I wouldn't be. I'd be like, could you not? Because people were crazy. So I watched it. It's called An Update on Our Family. I understand where they're coming from. I do not approve of death threats or anything like that, or doxing or death threats or anything like that. However, this did not shed any new information that would make me feel sympathy for her. And in case you're wondering, a wellness check into Huxley and his new family is positive. He's thriving with his new family. So, I mean, maybe it was all for the better, but still, I mean, I just felt terrible because he already had a foster family that loved him. So he didn't need to come over here. He could have been happy over there. So that is it. In the comments, let me know if you think, if you would watch something like me watching movies and making snarky comments. Would you watch that? So listen, if nobody told you yet today, oh, and also I went up and I got my measles vaccine up at Walmart, because in case you didn't know, the measles is one of the things that's going around the country. So I went up and I got it. She asked if I had gotten, she said, did your doctor tell you to get it? I said, no. And I said, I just hear, on TikTok, not in traditional media, because they're not going to tell you that it's going around. I was like, I saw it's on the uprise, it's on the uptick, so I thought I would get it. And they asked if I already had 2 of them. I said, I really have no idea. I'm 56. I can't remember that far back. So I called my mom. Dolly said, no, you didn't. You only got 1. They weren't recommending 2 at the time. Old head. So I told her, and she was like, okay, because here's a little in case you didn't know. If you got 2 of the measles vaccines, then that's good for life. Per the CDC, that's good for life. so you don't need another one. Because there was a guy, she's like, you're the second one in 2 days that wanted the measles vaccine. The guy that came yesterday, he's had 2, but he wants another one. And I was like, well, before I knew that I just had 1, I said, well, if I get another one and I've had 2, is it gonna really screw up my system? She says, no. So I called Dolly and she says, yeah, no, you just had 1. So I got this one. So probably tomorrow I'm going to be feeling terrible because she's like, it's a live vaccine. So, and I know when I got the flu vaccine, I got sick the next day. So, and I was thinking of doing the measles and the shingles. But I didn't want to. So I'm going to have to wait another month to get the shingles. And I know I'm going to get sick from that. Oh, and I have a day tomorrow planned of like cooking. I hope I don't get sick tomorrow. If anything, I hope I get sick today, not tomorrow. I hope I don't get sick at all. But if I have to, I hope it's today and not tomorrow. Okay, so listen, that's it. If nobody told you yet today, you were loved, seen, and heard. This is a long video. If nobody told you yet today, you were loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure to put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there in the world so it comes right back at you. Please take care of one another. Be aware of your surroundings. Be smart and safe. Hydrate often with water, which I did not do a lot of during this video. Also, if you're in a dangerous situation, please know that Dolly and I are sending our love, thoughts, prayers, and positive energy and vibes your way so you can make it through. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow for maybe cooking. Who knows? I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.